chaos with Susan, you know, and it's already started. I'm trying to do a quick live, but the cat wants to join me. I was working on sort of a crafty thing I was going to show y'all. Let me see if I can pull this up on my computer so that I can see comments and everything. Whoa, kitty cat, you can sit up there. So she's going to sit behind me. Y'all see this. This is what she does. This is what she does. Okay, now, I hope that, come sit down, kitty cat. I hope that there's not too much reflection from my glasses, because I need those on to read your comments. Oh, look, I've already got a friend on here. Hey, Miss Ravishing, how are you? I'm sure you are having a good day. Hey, Miss Ashley. Oh, wow, this is so cool. Already y'all are getting on here. I was gonna just like talk. I realized today that we have 10 days until Christmas. I'm not ready yet. Not ready at all. I have not wrapped the first gift yet. I do have some gifts on hand. Nothing is wrapped. They're just in a big gift bag under the tree, tied closed. There were some gifts that I wanted to make and get put in the mail. I can get those made today or tomorrow and get them in the mail, but they probably won't get there in time for Christmas. We were supposed to be in, I'll just, Natchitoches. Provençal is a little community outside of Natchitoches. We were supposed to be in Provençal for Christmas Day at my cousin's house, and we do a Dirty Santa game and all that. Well, we bought our gifts for the Dirty Santa, and see, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Golly, y'all make me feel better about this. Anything I have to pretty much shop for is shopped for. I need to pick up some ribbon to put on some ornaments for my youngest daughter. And I will probably do a Walmart grocery order and just add that onto the order and hope that the shopper gets it right, because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And especially with craft type things. Anyway, you know how that goes. I may have to go to the store myself to do that. I don't know. But, so our Dirty Santa gifts I want to wrap and put in a box, and then I have some gifts for my cousins and their husbands, just small things, but I want to get them boxed up and shipped. I don't know if they'll get there or not, but if not, they'll still, the Dirty Santa gifts, they'll enjoy that for themselves. We won't be there taking gifts as part of the game, so they really would be like extra gifts anyway. Okay, thank you. I know you love me. Oh, and you think I'm sweet. That's why you want to bite. Yeah, Love Bug is back for another live. You know how she likes this. Oh, good, because, oh, Dirty Santa, girl. We set a price limit, and we buy kind of like gag gifts, and people play it different ways. We play with dice, and we usually start with the oldest person at the party, and they pick any gift from under the tree that's part of the game and open it, and then the person to their left rolls. No, they don't roll dice. I'm sorry. The person to their left can either steal that first person's gift, or they can pick something from under the tree and open it. Hey, Miss Nancy. Then the third person can steal either person one or person's two's gift, or open one from under the tree. And this goes on all the way around. If somebody steals your gift, you can open a new gift or steal from somebody else, but you can't steal yours back on the first time it's stolen from you. You can't steal it back. And I think the way we play is after 3 steals, a gift can't be stolen anymore. Anyway, it's pretty funny. We've had all kinds of gifts. Sometimes they're really good gifts. Like my aunt loves to buy scratch-off tickets, and sometimes those scratch-off tickets turn out to be really good gifts, you know. If we have a $20 limit and she buys you 20 scratch-offs, you're probably going to at least get $20 back out of that. But not always, but it's still fun, you know. We do that, and then we do a big saran wrap ball where we just have all sorts of things. We start with a ball of saran wrap and stick things to it and wrap around it and stick some more things in and just keep wrapping until it's a huge ball of saran wrap with scratch off tickets, key rings. It could be a dollar bill, it could be a $50 bill, it could be, one year we had a positive pregnancy test wrapped in it, and that was pretty funny because we all sat just like looking at everybody in the room trying to figure out whose test it was, and it didn't actually belong to any of us. We had gotten it from a friend, but it did make for some fun that night, because we were all looking at each other like, who in this room has got a positive pregnancy test? This is crazy. We did one year, we call it the potato race, where we you tie one leg of a pair of pantyhose around your waist and put a potato in the other leg, and then we had a row of potatoes on the floor, and you have to like kind of wiggle and shake to swing your pantyhose leg that has the potato in it to hit another potato to get it across the line. Like we do, hilarious. One year we put pantyhose on our heads. It was a relay race, and it was like a team of 3 people. One person would put a pantyhose on their head, and the other 2 would stuff as many blown up balloons as they could into the legs so it looked like reindeer antlers. Like we do a lot of stuff, and we always end up doing some karaoke by the end of the night, and we just have a good time. It's a lot of fun, and our kids Christmas with us because that they are old enough to join in with the Dirty Santa, and because sometimes those things are not kid appropriate. We play that if they go outside and ride on their bikes and stuff. But so we're not going to go this year because Christmas is what, on Wednesday? I think Christmas is on Wednesday. I don't know. I forget. Christmas is on Wednesday. Shannon has to work the day after Christmas, and he's only off the 24th and 25th. I think his son's got to work the morning of Christmas Eve, and so we would end up, if we wait till he gets off work to use the vehicle, we would end up getting there Christmas Eve night, doing Christmas Day after lunch, and then driving back home. And it's a good 3 hours kind of drive, which is not fun. But hey, Katie, y'all look, girl, our karaoke gets crazy because if somebody's singing, somebody else has to get up and dance, and we do some duets, and we in fact, back in May, my youngest cousin turned 50, and we did a Dolly Parton themed camp out for the weekend at one of the casinos kind of halfway between where they live and where I live in central Louisiana. We met up at a campground, and my brother drove in from them Springs to join us, and we were singing karaoke, and the tribal police actually stopped to shut down the party because we got a little bit loud. Now, if y'all give me just a second, I've got Shannon and Jack coming in the door. They may come in loud. I'm gonna try to stop them. Hey baby, I'm doing a live. Y'all come on in, just don't say anything too crazy. Well, don't act like you've never said, don't act like you've never said anything crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, our karaoke got so crazy that the tribal police came over and shut down the party. But it was still fun, and guess what? We did karaoke the next night too, because I mean, we were there to have a party. It was a birthday party, and we were gonna have our fun. There's Shannon behind me putting his steaks in the refrigerator. This is what we do. This is what we do here. He goes either Friday when he gets off work at noon, or on Sunday he goes to Costco and buys his steak for the week because he's heavy carnivore, and that's all he eats, steak and butter and coffee. So he does his steak shopping at Costco when it's the least crowded. I try to tell him he might want to stock up for the rest of the month because I have a feeling every day from now till Christmas is going to be busy. But anyway, I'm just going to show you what I've been working on. Even when I'm not doing anything, I'm still doing something. And my friend Vidya did a giveaway. She was destashing some planners and planner supplies and did a giveaway. And I won one of the boxes, and it had two, you know, the little daily calendars like this, like a desk calendar. She had two of those, one from 2022 and one from 2023. And they're Mary Engelbright art. I love her art. So I decided that I was going to cut them apart so I have the little art piece in one place. I may cut the bottom border off. And then some of them just have little flowers below the date. Cut the little flower out. And the only part getting thrown away, like I'm even saving the date part, is the day and the year. I'm throwing away the day and the year just because that's too much stuff to try to save it all. But I thought I could use the month and day like this. Maybe not the 5 and 6 because that was a weekend. But I can use the day in an undated planner or cover a planner date to make it pink for February. These can just go in anywhere. That will be cute for a border across the bottom of a page or across the bottom of a certain date. Yeah, Ashley, I understand. I'm trying to stay out of Walmart. I feel like Dollar Tree might be safe if you're there first thing in the morning when they open. I was going to say, or right before they close at night, but before they close at night, the store's a mess and you probably can't find anything. They haven't restocked and everything's just crazy, I think. But, oh, wait, your Mr. Bear diamond painting. How fun. Did your granddaughter finish her diamond painting? The one that she was doing with you? I still haven't done one yet. My oldest daughter has done a couple and she's enjoying it. That's what she gave her Secret Santa at work. Likes, oh, fun. And she's ready for a new one now. I know what Santa Claus needs to bring her for Christmas. But my daughter enjoys it. And the co-worker whose name she drew likes diamond painting. So Christina got her like a set of the coasters to do. And I'm not sure what else. A bunch of other things too, but she did get her a small set of coasters to do the diamond painting. See, that's so fun. That's something y'all can all do together. I love things like that. That's what part of why my stuff is unwrapped over here. Christina, that's the oldest one, is supposed to be coming over one day this week. She has to work the week of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. She's supposed to come over one day this week, and she wants to go eat Mexican food and have margaritas, but she doesn't know that while she's here, she's also going to wrap gifts with me so that we do something together. But she doesn't know about the gift wrapping yet. She will know. Anyway, so I think tomorrow I will either make a video or go live making some simple Christmas ornaments. I showed them in an earlier video and got a lot of really good feedback about them, and I wanted to show y'all how they're done because you don't have to know how to sew to do it. All you have to do, right, surprise wrapping party. She won't know what hit her. If I just give her another margarita, she'll be okay. She'll get over it. But you don't have to know how to sew at all. You don't have to know anything about fabric. You don't have to know anything like that. And all you have to do is make a knot in some embroidery floss, which is just like a thick thread. And I made mine out of old blue jeans and old shirts and fabric scraps. And so I'm going to do some of those this week. I have some already cut out. And we're going to do, right? Always. Especially, I like strawberry ones. And I think her favorite is mango Rita. I like strawberry margaritas. But that's because I like strawberry daiquiris. But anyway, that's like a 4 times a year kind of deal. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on today. I have this many more to cut. I don't think I'm going to do it all today. I think I'm going to stop because That's a lot to do. And this is all I've gotten done so far. I have a small stack here that I have done so far. You see how thin that is compared to what I just showed y'all? Well, I'm through. I started with January 1st and I'm on February 3rd. So that tells you how many I've done, what, 34, 35 of them? Well, double it because it was 2 years worth, so like 60. But that also means I have 600 more to go. This is going to be a long project. I may be using these for 2026 calendars. But I thought that would be fun, like the little art. Look how cute this is. I thought that would be fun. I could put it on a card and make a card with it, or I could stick it into like a junk journal or use it on a calendar page. I just thought they were so cute. I think it's going to be for a card because I have a cousin who considers herself a hippie, the one with the hippie van, Katie. And she's turning 55 this year in February. So I may save this to make her birthday card with because I think it would be perfect for her. In fact, I'm going to stick it right there so that I don't get it lost with the rest of it. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I was just wondering. Hey, Miss Destin, how are you? Happy Sunday to you too. I was just really wondering if I was the only one who was so ill-equipped and ill-prepared for Christmas. I do know what I'm cooking that day. I've pulled out my recipes for that, made a grocery list, and stuck it in my planner for the 20th. So I can try to do a Walmart order that day and get it all here. I know I need green onions, and they dry up so quick in the refrigerator. So I'll probably wait until like the 23rd and just go get those out of a little neighborhood store. Everything else I can get ahead of time and put in the refrigerator. So I've got my menu ready. I've got my shopping list ready. I've got my recipes all lined up. My gift was supposed to be here yesterday, and it didn't get here yesterday. And then when I checked tracking today, it said, oh, arriving late. Christmas to be over. I understand that too. Yeah, y'all, Christmas, it's kind of a roller coaster. Like today I'm having a really good day about Christmas, thinking about Christmas. Yesterday was not as good. And I'll probably, you know, we have 10 days. I'll probably ride that roller coaster 10 or 12 more times between now and then, just because, you know, I think anybody who, all of us, man, we all have things, you know, and it seems like the holidays bring those things out or intensify the effects of those things, if that makes sense. I know that people in recovery is hard for, and I understand that. That's why as much as I appreciate a good margarita, I'm not going to keep talking about it because I don't want that to bother anybody else. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable or anything like that. But you know, and that's hard. People who don't have families or are estranged from family members, holidays are hard. And people who have lost family members, especially if they've lost a family member this year. And I know that one of my aunts passed away last week, and my cousin is having a real hard time. I talked to her for a long time yesterday, and it's gonna be a little rough for her this year, and hopefully in future years it won't be, but or it'll get better. But yeah, so holidays are not easy for a lot of people. People spend more money than they have, or more money than they should. If they have money, they spend more money than they should. People feel the pressure to give the right gift, the perfect gift. And I read the other day, right, that's why I say it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of emotions. I I read a thing the other day about a family who commits to giving each other, I guess it's like the extended family, they give each other a thrifted gift. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool because you can go into a thrift store or an antique store and find something really nice that could be perfect for somebody, but you might feel funny getting it for them because you got it at a thrift store or an antique store. It's like, oh, it's used. But if it's something that just resonates to you for that person, then it's the right gift, you know? In fact, my youngest daughter is getting a picture that belonged to my great-grandmother just because I know it'll go in her kitchen, and I just use it to hold wood utensils in. I don't need that, you know? It's a milk pitcher, a pottery milk pitcher. I don't need that, but it would be perfect in her home. And so I want to give that to her. And she told me for Christmas this year she wanted all old lady things, specifically old Pyrex, but she said old lady thing. So I figured that's an old lady thing. Yeah, but you know what? I realize you have to know how to stay strong too, but if people can make it easier for you, then, you know, if I can make it easier for somebody, I'm going to do what I can to make it easier for somebody. I know, old lady things. I said, oh, old lady things, like hats and handbags. And she said, no, Pyrex and Corningware. And I was like, well, those are not old lady things. I hate to tell you, those are mama things. And you're a mama now, so welcome to the old lady club. Right? She found she has fallen in love with the primrose pattern. It has some red flowers and little pink flowers, and it's one of the white, like milk glass Pyrex designs. I think she's gotten a couple of pieces of it. I looked at some online, and it's not cheap, and I worried about it getting here in one piece and things like that. But her older sister found an artist on Etsy that makes jewelry from old Pyrex in China, and she got her a pair of earrings with that pattern, the primrose pattern, and they're kind of like wrapped, have like a silver wrap around them and a little bleed, so it's really pretty, right? Everybody's got blue cornflower. That's like the most popular thing there is. And she even, the youngest daughter, Grace, she has a business doing vinyl and heat transfers and stuff. And she sold so many ornaments this year that were just white acrylic circles with different Pyrex and Corningware patterns on them. Like, you know, the vinyl decal of the different patterns on it. She sold so many of those. And so she's got a tree in her kitchen this year that has all the different patterns on it. I think that's fun. That's a fun thing to do. Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome. I just think that's what, I don't think that's something that's special. I think everybody should be just considerate of other people, you know. Thank you, Miss Ravishing. I forget about that. I don't say that because I forget about it. Y'all are so sweet. I think it's funny that I follow so many different creators. Well, maybe it's Sunday. Is there NFL game on or something? Like, I hardly ever get any of the guys in here. Sometimes Nemo shows up, or Todd from Mind Games, or Joe will show up, but lots of times my groups are lazy, and I like that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I like that it's all us in here, you know. I don't know how long have I been on here? 24 minutes. I'm probably not gonna be here much longer because I got stuff to do. Not yet 12. Oh, okay. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's only 10:45. It's still early. I didn't realize that. Where are you? Destined to recover. Have we had that conversation already? Because I forget. It's 10:45 where I am too. Yeah. Oh, Dallas, Fort Worth. You go. You can keep Dallas, Fort Worth. It's beautiful, but I tried to drive there one time and it was too much for me. I live in South Louisiana, close to Lafayette. So yeah, y'all have like 5 lane, 7 lane traffic going 90 miles an hour. Yeah, Miss Ashley, I knew you were from Texas. I recognize your accent. I told you the first video of yours that I clicked on, I thought I was watching one of my videos. That's because people in Louisiana and Texas are friendly. If you live in one of the states, you got friends in the other state. And my mom actually lives in Texas. She lives in Goodrich, Texas. Yeah, so Ashley and Miss Destin, y'all are neighbors. And I know that Katie is in Nebraska, where I know it's cold. And Nancy, I don't know, where are you from, Nancy, if you don't mind saying? Because I don't think I've heard you say. Are you up north in the frozen tundra? Atlanta, okay. Girl, bless you. I've been to Atlanta. There's a lot of traffic in Atlanta too. The airport. Did you see me talking about the Atlanta airport the other day? I survived the Atlanta airport, and when I got home, I told Shannon there was nowhere in the world I needed to go if I had to go through the Atlanta airport to get there. It was a lot. I guess if you're somebody who flies a lot for business and stuff like that, you get used to that. But I am not. So Marta, is that an Atlanta like public transit system? See, I think Lafayette has city buses, but we live outside of Lafayette. Okay, I don't blame you. I wouldn't drive either. It's very stressful. I don't even drive here unless I'm just like absolutely desperate, you know, or feeling really, really, really good one day. But I don't even like to drive here, and our traffic is much slower and much lighter than what y'all have. I guess except during sugarcane season when they're harvesting sugarcane and those trucks are everywhere. But yeah, that Atlanta airport, like I've flown out of New Orleans several times, and New Orleans was fine, you know, but Atlanta, I got off the plane and thank goodness I didn't check any baggage, so I didn't have to go to baggage claim or anything like that. I just had a backpack and a carry-on bag, and I went to where I was supposed to be meeting somebody picking me up to go to a retreat, and I was at the restaurant I was supposed to be at, and I kept waiting, and I'm looking for the lady with the sign. They described what she looked like, told me what the sign said, told me there would be about 3 or 4 other ladies waiting with her that she was picking up, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I'm looking, and I don't see her, and they're calling me. The coordinator is calling me, and she says, "Do you see them?" And I'm like, "No, I don't see them. I'm standing here. I don't see anybody that looks confused like me. I don't see anybody with a sign. I don't understand." And she said, "You're by baggage claim, right? At whatever restaurant, right?" "Yeah, that's where I'm at." Y'all, I didn't know that airport is like, well, at least 3 stories high, because, hey, Miss Washy and Coffee, welcome. Happy Sunday afternoon, well, Sunday morning still. But I didn't know that airport was at least 3 stories high, and they had this particular restaurant on the 1st floor and the 3rd floor, and I was at the wrong one. So then I have to go get on the little inside train thing and go somewhere else and meet up and all kind of stuff. And then I got outside to the parking lot and saw they had the Sky, I think they call it a Sky train. If I would have had time to kill, I just would have hung around the airport on the Sky train, because it was It was cool. It was cool. The underground one was. I don't know. The sky one might have scared the pants off of me, but the underground was cool. Anyway, yeah. So I think they call it a sky train. A sky tram. It's like a I guess it's kind of like a subway, but it's elevated instead of underground like the other one was. Or the other one might not be underground. It's inside a building. But the other one was outside, like outside. I don't know if they were on rails like a train or something, but it was, anyway, yeah, that Atlanta airport was more than I could handle. Oh, I can only imagine. I've never flown to Dallas Fort Worth. I don't think I need to ever in my life. Oh, just visit that Atlanta airport. I didn't know airports had so many different levels. It was, and to have the same restaurant on more than one floor, I was like, wow, okay, I come from a small town. I don't know anything about all this. It was an adventure, you know. Oh God, my accent. Yeah, y'all, my accent is so messed up. I was born in South Louisiana in the Baton Rouge. No, I wasn't. I take that back. My parents were living in the Baton Rouge area when I was born, but I was born in North Louisiana because that's where they had moved from. That's where her doctor was and all that. So I grew up in the Baton Rouge area. Then we moved just east of Baton Rouge. So that didn't change a whole lot. But growing up, we still went to North Louisiana every weekend to my grandparents' and cousins' houses. And so I kind of kept a lot of that accent. And then when I went to college in central Louisiana, closer to where my grandparents were. And so that reinforced that accent. Well, then I lived in New Orleans for a summer and picked up some of that. So my accent, I feel like it's unidentifiable. It's everywhere. And it depends on who I'm talking to. Because if I spend more than a day with my family up there, I come home talking like they talk. And if I'm in New Orleans too long, I haven't been in New Orleans in several years. If I'm in New Orleans too long, that comes out too. Isn't that funny? I think it's funny that the first time I clicked on one of your videos, I thought I was listening to my own video. Because you said something and I had to look twice. If I get too fast, yeah, I get fast and it gets heavier. Your at-home accent is different. Yeah, I think there are some people on here that when I hear them, it seems like, wow, they've had a dialect coach or something like that, or they really work to not have an identifiable accent or something. I don't have time for that, y'all. I don't have time. I don't. Because then if I got excited, it would all go out the window anyway, and you would hear me talking the way I talk. So I don't even try to do anything different. But some people have no accent. Like, and it's, I'm like, or I don't hear it. Maybe, I mean, like, I don't find that people from... Oh, yeah, we don't sound like you do. We don't sound like you do. How do you not have an accent? I have no accent. Yeah, that's what we always say that. I almost put on my shirt today that says I don't have an accent. Y'all do. Well, where are you from? Washi and coffee. I'm trying to remember if I've ever heard you say. Girl. Canada. Wow. Yeah, I bet if you came to South Louisiana, we would think you had an accent. Or maybe you really don't have one. It's so strange to me that there are places where some people don't have accents. I think that well, like when I watch TV and movies and stuff, I think that people from California don't have accents. I don't know if they do or not. And I'm always shocked when I hear somebody that talks like me. And y'all need to know, when they have Cajun people in TV shows, characters, this is not how people here talk. That's not the way they talk here. You need to know that the alligator hunter, what they call that show? What was that show with the alligator hunter, baby? I don't know what it was, what the name of it was. It was like on TLC maybe or something. I don't know. The alligator hunters, they exaggerated a little bit. People here don't really talk like that. You might not have one though. Now, do you speak French? Right? We all want to go listen to your videos now and see if you have an accent. Isn't that funny? See, there's a heavy French influence down here too, and I'll never learn to speak French. But then Cajun French is different from proper French like people in France speak, or French that you learn in school. It's different. Y'all are making me laugh. This is funny. Okay, you know what? I've been on here 36 minutes, and I know there are other people who need to get on here live, that need to do some lives and get some watch time. So I'm going to get off of here, but I wanted to jump on and tell y'all hey. And now I have to go listen to one of your videos to see if you have an accent. That's funny. Oh, and you know, we'll let you know too. You too, everybody. Thank y'all for coming, and y'all have a great day. I appreciate y'all stopping in and laughing with me. I see lots of laughy faces in this talk. It's kind of funny. That's kind of what I do. I do funny. Anyway, tomorrow I will be on here either with a video or live showing y'all how to do one of the easiest Christmas ornaments you'll ever make so that I can get them out in the mail and maybe they'll arrive before Christmas. But I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Go fix you some coffee or iced tea or something, or some hot tea, because I know some of y'all are living in cold places. I think we're like 74 today, something insane like that. But y'all have a good afternoon. I appreciate y'all. Bye.